Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 2 Part 4. In the previous video, we made the trek out into the Iceland to fight the Magic Knight. Turns out Elise can actually fight people, despite that never being mentioned or even hinted at in the slightest in the previous game. Apparently she's like basically just as strong as Reen, because, well, Reen, I'm sorry, the game doesn't respect you that much at times. We need to hurry back to Ymir. Okay. You got anything to say, Valley Boy? The Ashen Knight is sleeping peacefully. Sorry, Valimar, but we'll be back for you soon. We need to hurry down to the valley. Is he sleeping? Do robots sleep? Of you know the reference, electric sheep and all that. And it's not really robots, but I guess there's no reason to rest now I think about it. But suppose we don't really need to fight anything.
I wonder which Jaeger corps we're dealing with here.
I really hope everyone's all right.
Let's just hurry.
Maybe the Jaeger, maybe the McBurn guy has something to do with the Jaeger corps. McBurn, such a that's a name right there. Oh, he's running, dude. Elise, are you okay? Oh, I can't believe they sent Jaegers to Ymir. Looks like the Noble Alliance doesn't even care about trying to keep up appearances anymore. Antagonists said she has nothing to do with it, though. True, this kind of thing isn't really our style. If she were to abduct someone, trust me, she'd happily enjoy squeezing the life out of such a nasty spectacle to the very last drop. I suppose it just goes to show that the Noble Alliance isn't quite as united as it looks. I guess now's as good a time as any to ask. Just who is Misty? I mean, Vita Clotilde anyway. I know that Misty, the radio show host, and Clotilde, the opera singer, were both just acts. She's a member of the Hexen clan too. She's known as the Witch of the Abyss, and she vanished after breaking a taboo 7 years ago. That's pretty much exactly what I thought. Think of her as like a sister to Emma. And that blue bird she's usually with, Grianus, is a familiar like me. A witch? A familiar? Well, I'm lost. But in short, she's related to you and Emma, right? Essentially, yes. Emma's been trying to find Vita ever since she disappeared. We had to put that on hold when her duty required her to join the academy. But how could we have missed her when she was so close by that whole time? Wait a sec. Missy's spent a fair amount of time in Trista, going to and from the radio station building. She was popular among the students, too. And yet all that time, all those months, you never once realized her true identity. Something's off about that. I mean, she also was, like, super famous as an opera lady. Now, for what it's worth, do I know the most famous opera singer in the world? No. Could I name a single opera singer ever in history? Also no. Witches are capable of interfering with the laws of causality and the cognitive abilities of others. She probably made it so no information regarding her or her whereabouts would ever reach us. What? You made that up. That's not real. That sounds so frightening. Tell me about it. It makes sense, though. She wouldn't be the only Anguist to know how to mess with people's cognitive abilities. Shut up, Tobal. Alright, that's all I need to know for now. Anyway, have you caught your breath, Elise? Yes, thank you. We can keep going. Good, let's get to Ymir. Don't mind me. Oh, that's the gun. I thought that was the monster being mad at me.
Why does this have to be happening? They might just be warning shots. Try and stay calm.
Yeah. Warning
Are
shots.
we going to make it in time?
That happen over and over again. Did we go over there? Have we? Oh, we did not come here. Hello, sir.
Chest. I wonder what's inside.
People were. Oh, there was a lighter this whole time, dude. Oh, God!
No! They've caught us off guard!
Let's not talk about it. You're fine. You're fine. Oh my God.
Sure thing.
Key slap, dude. just go for the gold spear.
Activate.
Here I go.
Bro. Bro.
Right!
What the hell is your problem, Ree? Controller? Control, okay. Let's pretend that didn't happen, I guess.
Here you go.
Bro, what is wrong with my controller? I need to, after this fight, I need to like replug in my Bluetooth thing.
I'm up.
The USB port, I mean, I'm very like USB slot limited, and the one I'm using for the controller receiver is a little jank at times. 1 second. Okay, I think that should be okay now, but like seriously, can I like not get my ass kicked?
Fire! Sorry, that's it for you.
Definitely not the most spectacular display. Bro, Reen, why do you heal for so little? Because you're not a magic boy? Yeah, well, I mean, like, could you be one? Instead? I don't want to walk all the way back to the healing machine, so I guess we'll just roll with Reen having low mana. Okay, so maybe Ymir won't be the hub area? Maybe I've been tricked.
Oh, heavens!
Your Highness, please hurry back inside the mansion and hide. Whatever may come to pass, we won't allow them to touch you.
But...
There you are.
Hello.
We are the Northern Jaegers, and we've entered a contract with the Kreutzen province.
Bro, how am I supposed to, like, give a shit about you? You only have a cool name. The Northern Jaegers? Oh, we're friggin', Southeast soldier dudes.
By the order of its lord, Duke Alberea, we are here to take you into protective custody, Your Highness.
no... Auntie Lucia?
Out of the way, woman.
I ask you to leave this village at once. The Schwarzer family has historical connections with the Imperial family. So as long as I live, you will not lay a hand on Her Highness.
Yo, where's the dad at?
You got guts, if nothing else. But I'm not going to repeat myself again. Our orders are that the lives of all other than Princess Alphen are of no consequence. Am I making myself clear?
But please don't!
Don't you dare lay a hand on them!
Yeah, get him.
Who are you?
I figure he's at
Uncle
least, you
Teo!
know, gotta be somewhat competent, right?
Darling,
I am the Baron of Ymir, Teo Schwarzer, and I will serve as your opponent. Begin!
Maybe if we try to use it more than one bullet at once.
Not all talk, I see.
The art of swordsmanship has been passed down in the Schwarzer family for generations. I couldn't hope to compare to Master Kafai or Lord Osaid, but I dedicate myself to honing my skills all the same.
Come on, hit him with a falcon, dude.
Clearly you're not the type of noble who sits idly by and hires men to fight his battles for him.
But I wonder how much use your sword will have if we try this.
Are you okay? Like, do you need to go see a doctor?
I'm sorry, Mr. Baron.
You cowards! Have you no shame?
All that matters to we Jaegers is fulfilling our contract by any means necessary. Fail to cooperate, and you know what happens next.
Huh?
Come on, have the falcon rip his eyes out. They've mentioned him being a falconeer many times in the past.
It sounded like a machine gun.
There's fire everywhere.
Damn it. Looks like we're up against some pretty high-ranking Jaegers here.
Your Highness!
Hmm.
Father? No!
I kind of figured, like when the mother stood in front that she might die, but I really didn't think the dad was gonna get iced.
The hell?
Hey, I guess Toval doesn't know.
What the? How?
Yeah!
Reen?
Die.
Whoa,
I mean, they kind of deserve it.
He's a monster.
Reen!
I mean, as soon as, not just killing the mom and the dad, but I mean, as soon as you put a gun to a kid's head, like, I mean, you kind of like forfeit your life, morally speaking.
Don't lose yourself to anger! That will only lead to a repeat of what happened 8 years ago!
Elise.
He's still breathing. Your father's alive, Reen.
Okay.
Hang in there. I'll do first aid right away.
Lady Schwarzer is just fine too. She was knocked unconscious, but I don't see any injuries. She's okay. Auntie Lucia, stay with us!
I was a little skeptical over whether or not they were actually going to kill off the mom and dad.
Oh, thank goodness.
Because, I mean, just historically, the Trail series hasn't really been one to do death of major characters very much, if at all. I mean, really, it's just, it's Loe is like the only real meaningful character death in the series.
Are you back to normal?
And even that's not like, you know, he's just like, you know, he's still kind of just like a, because the other deaths have all been, it's all only been villains, right? Or the only characters who like ever really die, aside from like random side people who like aren't really on screen. But like Loe is the closest to being a kind of, I'm trying to think of how, like a redeemed character. Like, I mean, he's not like a pure villain. He's kind of just like in a shit situation and does things that are not good, obviously, but
Reen, speak to me.
he doesn't just do
Are
it
you
just
all
because
right?
he's completely evil.
Sorry, Elise.
But his death, you know, had some impact to it, I guess.
I lost control of myself again.
It's all right. It's all right. You came back to me in the end. And that's all that matters.
Elise, I'm sorry. I really am.
Like, I mean, maybe instead of, like, just never using your cool power, maybe just learn to use it better, and, like, I mean, it was still very helpful. I don't think he has anything to be sorry about.
Auntie Lucia! Are you all right, Auntie Lucia?
And I don't even think it's implied that he killed the Jaegers.
Your Highness, you're unharmed.
Yes, I'm fine. And it's all because of you and your family. I can't even begin to thank you enough.
Your Highness, there's no need to cry. You have the face of an angel. Please don't spoil it with tears.
Well, I'm glad she's in no mortal danger. Toval, what about Father?
I've given him some first aid, but he was injured pretty severely. We should get him to somewhere he can receive proper treatment as soon as possible.
No.
Dad.
Honestly, some people have no patience.
Just saying, the more you annoy me, the worse your inevitable beatdown's gonna be.
Vita, you...
What do you want with us this time?
I had some concerns about how things were over here, so I decided to come and have a look. Duke Alberea's really gone and done it this time. It's obvious that he really wants to get ahead of Duke Cayenne, but this isn't the most prudent way to do it.
You act like he's not one of your allies.
Now, there's no need to take your anger out on me. I can't undo what's already happened, but if it will help, I can at least clear up his mess for you.
What?
It's time to sleep, my children. Fall into a loving oblivion, cradled in your merciful mother's arms.
Nah. Pass.
A lullaby?
No. This is...
You will descend the mountain as you are, and you will report to Duke Alberea that you found nothing out of the ordinary.
Yes, Mother.
I mean, we're still gonna beat you up, so, I mean, I don't think this gets you any brownie points.
We will.
Oh my.
Unbelievable.
So this is what you witches are capable of, is it?
It's the least I could do after all the trouble you've been through.
No. Actually, what it is, that's like the official explanation. The real explanation is she saw Ring kick those guys' asses. Like, okay, maybe I shouldn't piss them off anymore. Let's try and score some brownie points real quick before he gets even stronger.
Duke Alberea is unlikely to doubt
That's
what they
the
tell
real
him,
lore.
so this village shouldn't be targeted again for a while. Although, I'm guessing a gesture like this pales in comparison to what I would have to do to earn your forgiveness.
Misty, are you?
Here we go.
Don't be taken in by her sweet talk.
Yeah.
She doesn't do things like this out of kindness.
She doesn't.
Targets in sight.
Oh, is that the, oh yeah, it's the other Orion lady?
What?
I guess that makes sense.
Your Highness!
You don't want Duke Alberea to think they're here so that you can take them for yourself?
Shit! Was she here the whole time?
Now that was silly of you, wasn't it? You should never take your eyes off the princess you're meant to be protecting.
Hey, Reen, if you could do that thing again, do that thing real quick. Hey, Reen, you know that thing you do? What if you did that thing?
As far as knights go, I'm afraid you failed spectacularly in nearly every regard.
Please, let me go! Targets apprehended successfully. Targets identified as Objective 1 and Objective 2. Mission complete.
Once again, don't have to be so vulgar about it.
Who are you? And what do you want? And why does that thing you're on look just like Eric Getlum?
Oh, well, he's you, but cooler.
It really does. I take it you being with her means you're an enforcer or something?
I don't comprehend your question.
She's not with Ouroboros, actually. She's a behind-the-scenes helper of sorts who was donated to the Noble Alliance by an anonymous benefactor.
An anonymous benefactor. Oh, I wonder who he could be.
Think of her as yet another ally of the Alliances, much like ourselves, Zephyr, and the Imperial Liberation Front.
And I'm guessing, I mean, I would assume, you know, she's associated with Osborn. I guess it could be that Osborn actually, like, wanted the Noble Alliance to... Since we know he wins in the end, right? Like, actually wanted them to launch an attack? So that it would, because when he takes back control, he'll probably have, like, a better mandate to, unite the country under his rule.
Couldn't ask for a more terrifying lineup right there.
So, I mean, it could just be like the Noble Alliance is basically just controlled opposition in that sense.
If you like, you can think of me as the Wicked Witch, while she's the Black Rabbit guiding my steps with every adorable hop.
Stop messing around! Lady Clotilde, please give the order to retreat. There is no need to remain here any longer.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Let's be going.
Elise! Your Highness! Stop! Stop! Bring them back!
Our story is well underway. There will be many obstacles waiting for you. But struggle on and overcome them, and I'm sure that, eventually, you'll reach the stage where the Azure Chevalier awaits. Don't let me down, Reen Schwarzer.
I won't let it end this way! Hang in there, you two! I'm coming for you! I promise!
Probably one of the more interesting prologues, definitely. I mean, I guess it's not quite over yet, but... Oh, yeah, I forgot about their big airship. How do you shoot the guns down? They got no way to point at an angle. They're just like straight out. Maybe they like pop up more to point down or something. Oh yeah, there's Rufus.
Has something wondrous caught your eye?
Well, if it isn't Duke Cayenne and the Azure Chevalier.
Marvelous, isn't it, Rufus? Does it not bring you joy to look down upon our land from such great heights? Especially when one considers our victory in the war that rages on it all but in our grasp.
I'm afraid I have far too much on my mind at the moment to take in such pleasures. But the war is indeed raging on, just as you say. And with every day that passes, I worry more for the people of my father's province caught up in it.
So young, and yet you've already adopted such a delightful perspective. It's clear to me now why your father holds you in such high esteem. Had I a son like you, then I too would take notice of the achievements you've curried in the war thus far.
You flatter me, sir. Green though I may be, I intend to do all in my power to carry out your will as Supreme Commander of the Noble Alliance.
It's green, you see, Duke Cayenne? I made a funny.
Please, I am Supreme Commander, yes, but I wouldn't permit merely anyone to take the position of Chief of Staff. Rest assured, you have earned my favor. We are both equally burdened to guide this conflict to a swift conclusion, all for the good of the common people who suffer from it. If only they understood the lengths we go to for them. And on that note, I assume you've already decided on how we will be proceeding?
At present, 60% of the nation is under our control. But on the other hand, the Imperial Army still has a full 50% of its military might remaining. The key to our victory lies in deciding how best to divide the remaining armored divisions between the East and West.
Excellent. Our alliance forces have you, as well as the Panzer Soldats. We have General Aurelia and Brigadier General Wallace, two of the finest soldiers the provincial armies have ever seen.
I don't know if we know their names. Aurelia seems almost familiar, but I don't know if we've actually had them mentioned before.
To say nothing of the Azure Diva and the countless other allies lending us their aid.
It's actually kind of remarkable that we fucked this all up somehow.
Our victory is only a matter of time. Wouldn't you agree, Crow?
I wouldn't get too comfortable if I were you. Just so we're on the same page here, Divine Knights aren't omnipotent or anything. Ordine isn't going to be wiping fortresses like Corellia off the map in an instant the way Crossbell's Ion did.
Yeah, we beat that shit up anyway, so...
They're not that mind-bogglingly powerful, sorry to say.
Come now, Crow. You're so modest. Well, no matter. We needn't concern ourselves with Crossbell for the present.
If anything, it's actually kind of weird that they specify the Knights are weaker than the Aeons. I mean, I know, of course, when you fight the Aeon in Azure, it's, I can't remember. Is it weakened? It's just the fact that it can regenerate infinitely, right? And then you stop it somehow. Oh, no, it's not that you stop it. It's that Kia stops helping, the president guy, Dieter, because, you know, he's not the real mastermind, but he doesn't know that he's not the real mastermind. But I mean, still, I mean, Lloyd and friends pretty much did destroy the Aeon. It just used its time powers to regen.
Gilead Osborne has fallen.
Like, just in terms of, like, raw, like, durability and everything, then you would think it wouldn't be that hard to fight the Divine Knights, then, if they're specifying they're weaker than the Aeons.
No longer will we be plagued by that detestable man and his foolish ideals. However, his loathsome legacy still lives on. And this great nation has been filled with undesirable pollutants as a result of him and his followers.
Bro, your language, not really bringing good vibes, man. It sounds like you're like, oh, these undesirables.
Our primary task shall be to wash away the filth and restore Erebonia to its rightful, glorious form. A land ruled by nobles.
What's a little genocide between friends, right? I mean, come on, just mass purge everyone you don't like and pretend that you're the good guys.
As you wish.
I nearly forgot. Regarding the other Chevalier, I'm in the midst of pondering if there is a way to get him to join us. And being that you're such a close friend of his, your assistance may be required at some point.
I mean, is he actually that dumb? I mean, is he, unless there's like another one? Or if he's talking about Reen, then he's a fucking dumbass.
Give it some thought, won't you?
I mean, I assume there's more Divine Knights, but...
Understood.
You don't think it'll be quite as easy as our friend the Duke does, do you?
I mean, anyone with two brains... I mean, assuming they're talking about Reen and not someone else, anyone with two brain cells would realize that that's the dumbest idea ever.
I can see it written all over your face.
Afraid not. The army isn't the only thing we need to worry about. Not with the RMP and the intelligence division at large. Then there's the fact we couldn't catch the Crimson Wings. Whatever other potential threats piling up on the side. Plus, you know, your brother's out there too. It's way too early to be getting cocky.
My brother is no less a son of the House of Alberea. I'm expecting him to show me the best he can muster, and I don't doubt he'll come at me with everything he's got.
There's that phrase again.
But ultimately... unforeseen circumstances are exactly the reason we carry only the finest insurance. Are they not, dear ladies and gentlemen?
So is Duva, whatever her name, is she a Eisen, whatever they're called? You know, Aryan Roads? I can't remember what the names of those characters were. I know that they were like, you know, the Swift, the Sharp, and the some other S word. But I don't remember what their first names were.
Feels kind of overkill having all of us on the same side.
I mean, really not that big a deal. I mean, Scarlet's weak as hell. Vulcan's not that strong. If that's one of the Eisenritters, which I assume based on the outfit she's pretty weak.
Still,
these two guys...
this is how wars are fought.
Not too impressed by them.
Whatever, so long as we get to have our fun.
Just don't forget, we're not here for you. We won't be working together forever.
Blue Blanc is the weakest enforcer ever. I don't know about McBurn over there.
Oh, but the fireworks that will spark from our partnership will be ever so beautiful.
Yeah, I guess I can help.
Point taken. I can't see anyone or anything out there having a chance against this group of monsters.
I mean, really, like, I don't think they're that strong.
That's the idea. I leave the unseen side of this War of the Lions reenactment in your capable hands. You're up against the Ironbloods, the Crimson Wings, and the Horned Lions. With opponents like that, you needn't hold anything back. Go forth and enjoy your fill of battle.
And really the only one is maybe the McBurn guy is super strong, but, and I guess technically we've never seen the two Zephyr guys do anything, but, I mean, come on, man. They can't be all that strong. I mean, at best, they're like Sigmund level. I haven't actually seen the anime. On the opening like title screen, it plays it after about 7 seconds. But so I've seen this like up to like this part a couple times. But okay, so Elliot and Machias are hanging out together. Oh, dude, Gaius looks kind of cool. Oh, we're fighting a big monster. But Emma and Laura, I guess they're maybe in Legrand? Is that supposed to be Lohengrin Castle that they were at? Okay, so they're fighting each other, which is interesting. I'm guessing that was one of the, like a different Divine Knight. That's like a third one. That or it was supposed to be Valamor. I couldn't really tell based on the face or anything. Like the... Oh, the whole gang's here. I do like all the new outfits for the characters. I think they look pretty cool. Yeah, that's probably the best overall prologue, I think, in the series. Yeah, because I mean, I feel like it kind of got things moving pretty quickly. You got some major events that happened. Departing Ymir.
The scars left on Ymir were fortunately much more shallow than anyone had anticipated. Partly thanks to the fact that the number of assailants was relatively small, there were no fatalities. And the next morning, everyone worked together to clean up the damages and restore the village to its original form.
Okay, so maybe Ymir is still the hub area. Would have been kind of cool though if they set Ymir up as the hub area and then just like burns it to the fucking ground 2 hours in.
However, my father was heavily wounded, and he had been in a deep sleep ever since.
I'll be fine.
And while we knew his injuries weren't life-threatening, he would still need to be under careful watch for some time. Meanwhile,
You're set on leaving now, aren't you?
I am. I realized that with Dad unconscious, I should probably stay and protect Ymir in his place. Maybe you could even say that I've got a duty to do so as his son. But I've got something else that I need to do. And to me, that takes priority.
If that's your decision, Rean, then I've no intention of stopping you. Like I said when you and Elise first left here to attend Thor's and Saint Astraea.
Also, where'd the jacket come from?
It's a mother's duty to watch over her children and wish them well as they fly the nest.
Mom, thanks.
And maybe because I mean I see it's got like the wings on it. Is that supposed to be like representing the crimson wings or whatever? Maybe like Toval gave it to him.
I'll be sure to watch over your father and this village in your absence. Do all that you can to bring Princess Alphen and Elise back safely.
Will do.
Toval, Celine, please, take care of him.
You can count on me. On my honor as a member of the Bracer Guild, I'll do everything in my power to see your request through.
I'd tag along even if he said no. It's about time we went and looked for Emma.
Thanks, you two. I'll be counting on you. Okay, Mom. We'll see you soon.
Take care, and may the goddess watch over you.
Your mom's a strong woman, all right.
She really is. And I'll have to do everything I can to bring Elise and Princess Alphen back safely so that I don't let her down. No, I will bring them back.
Guess we can skip the pep talk if you're that fired up, huh? Make sure to try and repay all that support she's given you the next time you swing by here.
Speaking of next time, it's time to go. We're stopping by the valley before leaving, aren't we?
Yeah, I want to see how Valamar's doing. Once we're ready, let's head out.
Alright. You can now use the quick travel menu to warp instantly to any available location. Okay, press the square button and do the thing. Alright, I guess we'll talk to people. Hello. Aw, Dad's gonna be just fine. Take care of everything while I'm away, okay? I'm counting on you to look after Mom. I know how doors work. I'm sure your father will recover in no time. He's always been a sturdy man. He won't lose to a little thing like this. So go do what you have to do and let me take care of the rest. All that I ask is that you come back home to your mother who misses you already. Deal? Deal. I'll see you again soon, Mom. Say the same thing. What about you? His life is no longer in immediate danger, but we'll still have to keep watch on his current condition for the time being. I'll do all that I can for him, but at the end of the day, whether he recovers will come down to how strong his body is. Well, you know, Dad, he's a swordsman and a hunter at heart. If pulling through is simply a matter of pure strength, he'll be alright. I imagine so. Let us offer our prayers to the goddess. You might give him her blessing. I mean, couldn't she have given him his, her blessing before he got shot multiple times? Baron Schwarzer is unconscious. Condition stabilized, at least. Get well soon, Dad. I'll be back with Elise, Princess Alphen, and the rest of my classmates before you know it. Who do we recruit first, man? Oh, who are we gonna recruit for it first? I feel like it's probably gonna be either Elliot and Machias or Eustace. I think those are gonna be the first group we recruit. I'm putting more money on it being Elliot and Machias. Since Eustace is by himself, he might be like a late edition, possibly. At least I think that was the implication. I don't think he was paired up with anybody. I don't think so in the anime opening. I'm working on making some more medicine so I can help Father Bernard. My skills pale in comparison to his, but I do intend to do whatever I can to help him in his work. May the goddess be with you in your travels. I pray you'll be able to return before long. I'll be back before you know it. Well, we're off then. I think Elisa and Eustace were by themselves in the opening, so. But I feel like they'll probably want to give us 4 characters relatively soon. I would hope, please. Thank you. I would be appreciative. Just remember what happened here makes me feel weak at the knees. It was like living in a nightmare. This won't do at all. A maid needs to go about her duties with dignity and poise no matter what life throws her way. Also, what's the name of the chapter? Oh, the Ashen Chronicles. Also, like, gives you your objective on the save data now. It's kind of interesting. The building itself has barely been damaged at all, but the open-air baths and surrounding areas have been charred horribly. It's gonna take some time to repair it all. How disgraceful those Jaegers to damage the place granted to this village by the Imperial family. Those men will receive their comeuppance for this someday, I'm sure. I mean, they're just lucky, Green didn't murder their asses. Those damn Alliance monsters! They'll bring Lady Elise and Princess Alphen back here right this minute. They know it's good for them. Cleaning up all the mess they made is a nightmare. I'm never gonna forgive them what they did. Get those 2 back here this instant. Remember yesterday when I was like, well, is there even anything to clean around here? I mean, nobody visits. Sorry. About saying that. I was told that you'll be taken off soon. Regrettably, the outdoor bath is still unusable, but the indoor baths are fine. Why not warm from the baths before your departure? I'm sure to help rejuvenate you before your trip. I'm still so frustrated for not being able to stop Lady Elise and Her Highness from being abducted. I wish you all the very best of luck. May the blessings of the goddess be with you. Approaching the curtain will allow you into the baths. Entering them will recover friggin' everything. Oh, let's go. I'm glad we added back this mechanic from Trails 3. Big fan of the just give everybody max CP. I mean, it was kind of in Zero and Azure with the inns. And I mean, and to a lesser extent in Cold Steel as well, the first one. But really, you only ever had, like, convenient access to inns before, like, boss fights in the, actually, I guess you really never did, now that I think about it. Because I mean, like, theoretically, in the old schoolhouse, like, you could back all the way out and then go get CP that way, but it takes so long that you'd be quicker to just fight monsters. Hey, you two are off then. Sorry for not being able to help. If the cable car were still working, you could have used that to ascend the mountain. Hey, don't worry about it. We can't let ourselves get down over a little setback like this, considering what we're likely to face in the days ahead. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Well, if it'll make things easier, take these. We're all just as frustrated as you are that we couldn't stop Elise's kidnapping. So every single person in this village is rooting for you, okay? Good luck. Thanks. Be back soon. Those guys injured a number of the villagers yesterday. Not to say nothing to using a kid as a hostage and abducting 2 innocent girls. These are the kind of people you might find yourself up against in the future, Rain. So just be careful, you hear? Also, you know, gotta stab someone, stab them. You got my permission from old Gerald. Sometimes somebody just needs to be stabbed. How could something like this happen in such a peaceful little village? I was only here to do some fishing, but I should do what I can to help the people here first. I don't know if my aid will do much good, but I couldn't live with myself if I sat back and watched. What all do you have available? I mean, that's pretty good. Should I fish? Maybe if we just do a little fishing. We just do a little fishing. I guess our first few fish are going to be new regardless, even without the, I don't know if that river in particular... I mean, I'm guessing Ymir is going to be an area we come back to throughout the game, but, so that might be like the New Game Plus river where the fish are all there, potentially, but, we just do it a little bit, it probably won't be so bad. Hey there, you two. Finally ready for business again, so if there's anything you need before you head off, just let me know. Perfect timing. Alright, Lane, let me give you a rundown of how upgrading slots works. Oh. Bro. What are you talking about? Upgrading slots? I didn't know you could do that. I mean, Green... Actually, no, we haven't upgraded slots in these games yet, now that I think about it. We've just unlocked. Okay. Well, that's because upgrading an Argus unit's orbits only recently became possible. For starters, take this. Isn't this a rare quartz? Uh-huh, as you know, rare quartz give you more bang for their mirror than your garden variety quartz. The problem was, before now, Argus orbits weren't capable of drawing out their full potential. Really? Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've had information available since, like, Chapter 1 of the previous game. Ah, shut up, Reen! Yeah, getting your hands on fancy quartz but not getting the most out of them is kind of a waste, don't you think? Fortunately, now, though, you can. And that's what those upgrading slots is all about. Prime for company developed the tech and showed factories all across the country how to do it. Well, now you've heard the introductory spiel. The first step is try it out for yourself. Yeah, it basically works exactly the same as unlocking slots. You're gonna need some Sapith first, so here you go, just for you. Can I really just have all these? Oh, yours. I'm confident you'll make the most of them. Let's just call it an investment in one kid's very bright future. Sure, we can go with that. Alright then, let me know if you need to modify your orbment. Or if you need to customize any weapons for that matter. Oh yeah, one more thing. My wife said she wanted to talk to you about something. Did you go speak with her before you leave? Oh, she did, of course, Leo. Yeah, but first things first, upgrade my dang old quartz. You can use the 5th upgrade, there's 3 levels, okay. Upgrading a slot, level 1, you set a rare quartz, you can put super rares in level 2. Upgrading slots gives you more EP. And I'll customize weapons. Well, you can exchange the 5th masses for Mira using the exchange shop and options. Regular elemental Sith can only be converted into Mira in orbital factories, unlike Sapith masses, which can only be used to convert to Mira. Elemental Sapith have many other uses. You don't really probably want to turn them in, especially since if it's like the previous games where you get much less. Okay, so there is some good shit available. Shield Breaker? I mean, it's a lower chance than what's been in past games. I think it used to be 15 in Azure, for example. I don't know what it was in Cold Steel. I don't think I ever used it, but... Kind of looking. It's kind of looking. We should probably... well, slots. How much does upgrading... Your base levels are very easy. That one's only 70. And then you're an expensive boyo because you already have level 1s everywhere. I don't know, what do we want? HP? 1,000? That's pretty good. Oh, you get magic? You can evade magic in this game now? That's kind of neat. I mean, I don't know if that's a natural change or a difficulty mod thing, but I mean, part of me is like, that's neat. Part of me is also like, fuck, that means my spells can miss. Ah! God, that's gonna suck, man. That's gonna suck more than it's gonna be good. Now that I think about it, I immediately went from like, that's kind of cool, to like, actually, that's hell. Okay, we'll buy an attack. Yeah, I know we technically have an attack, but I don't want to use it, man. And then evade. It's only 1%, so it's even worse than the nerfed evasion in the previous game, or in the Cold Steel difficulty mod. Chrono Drive is nice. If we can afford an action, okay, we can't, so we'll roll with that. Yeah, take one of them bad boys. Information. I guess you can take it. And I do want to give you HP. But having a heal is more important. We'll give you the HP and you can have the information, I guess. Alright. Oh, look who it is. Good morning. Is everyone here alright, you know, after what happened yesterday? Oh, we're all fine. We suffered some minor burns from the fire, but nothing major. Not everybody was as fortunate, though, which is why we want to do all we can to help the others. And to that end, we're starting a brand new service here. Trading! Trading? That's right, the village wasn't too badly damaged, and all the repairs are still going to be costly. And as you can imagine, everyone's a bit short of Mira, which is where trading comes in, because it doesn't cost money. We've been giving people small goods and Mira for unneeded items for a while now. This is just an expansion of that, really. That does sound like a pretty good idea. It's genius, if I do say so myself. But, like, I mean, isn't it just barter? Wasn't that the basis of most commerce systems before the invention of money? So it's not really that new and/or genius to come up with. Ah, shut up, Ring. Gosh, oh, you went to a big, fancy, prestigious academy. Now you think you're so smart. Of course, yeah, you're both welcome to make use of the service as well. You now trade in items. What the hell is her name? Trading allows you to exchange certain items for rare or more valuable ones. Oh, was that the name of the shop then? I think it said like Plover? Plover? I was nothing compared to the shock of having Lady Elise and Princess Alphen taken from us like that. Still can't believe it happened. I was up all night worrying about the two of them. I hope they're both okay. I hope that wherever they are, they're okay, and I don't think I'll be able to sleep a wink until they're found. Yeah, I should have read the, we might save that until the next video, because we're kind of about time. Kind of looking. Oh, you can have passive crit now? 8% crit? What? Okay, so crit's like a pretty common... Maybe not pretty common, but that's kind of a thing now? Just kind of skimming through. There's a green emblem, which, I don't know, evergreens are still good. Okay, so evergreens are a little bit better than they were in, Cold Steel 1. So to make that... They're actually, like, really easy to make, too. I mean, you need 20 U materials? But, like, I mean... Well, that'll actually be a big deal for us since we're not going to be grinding, but, like, if you were to grind, you could actually get this, like, super early. Because, I mean, if you only need black bangles and floral bottles, I think you can just buy those. Okay, you do need... What? 45 U materials altogether. But I mean, once again, enemies kind of drop those. That's more of a limit on how much time you're willing to spend, not necessarily like something that would be that hard to obtain. Okay. Oh, okay, so there's emergency puppet that's kind of just like a worse proxy puppet. So maybe proxy puppets are a bit better, but they're rare, and emergency puppets are your more common version that aren't quite as good. If I hadn't been so slow, your dad would never would have gotten hurt, Reen. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Baron. Don't cry, Alf. Dad did what he did because he wanted to protect his people. He wouldn't want you or anyone else to be sad like this. He wants us all to go on and be happy. I guess. Okay, I'll keep working hard to thank him. Dad and Mom in the shop got a little burned, so I gotta help out. That's more like it. Can't really thank Lord Tio enough for saving Alf's life. All I can do for him now is pray that he gets better soon. Oh, Adios, if you hear me, please grant him your blessings. And that does take all of our, Oh, no, that's only one U material. 1,000. I mean, I probably want to buy a weapon for Reen. How do I exchange? I think it's probably worth buying a weapon for Reen. I mean, how much of a difference is it? It's like 45 plus the upgrade. So it's going to be like 100 altogether. Almost. And that doesn't cost money either. Oh, you already equipped it. I was like, well, how the hell is it so much worse? Yeah, 5 flat crit. That seems very good. Yeah, we're not going to use that. Alright. Anywhere else to immediately talk to? Scorch marks everywhere, and the roof's gonna need replacing altogether. We ain't got anywhere near enough wood for that. I'm gonna have to go in the mountains and harvest some. Can't believe all those damn Jaegers would come here. Leave our terrify our poor children and leave Ymir in this sorry state. If we ever see him again, there's gonna be hell to pay. Hey now, not that I can blame you. That's really not a good idea. Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry, I got a little too worked up there. Right now, you need to focus on looking after the village and Lord Schwarzer. I think we're gonna stop here. I think there's like a couple more people to talk to, maybe in the chapel, and I don't know if we went to the house over there, but we'll wrap up our talking at the end of the next video, and then head over to the valley to see if we can make our way towards whatever our next destination is gonna be. I'm Extra Cheese 87. Stay tuned for the next part, and bye, guys.